Top 10 pieces of historical evidence that could prove aliens exist. 10. The Pyramids of Giza. While all reliable historical evidence tells us that slaves built the pyramids, it is the location of the pyramids that causes alien theorists to jump from their seats. The pyramids sit at the meeting point between the longest lines of latitude and longitude. Given that they were constructed in the days before there was knowledge of the Earth's shape, how is it that the Egyptians knew to put the pyramids at this location? Or was it just a stroke of luck? Or could it be possible that there was help from an extraterrestrial realm? 9. The Manas. The Mahabharata and Ramayana are ancient epics from India which depict a great battle that took place in the sky. The battle involved flying machines called Vimanas, unknown creatures, nuclear bomb-like explosions, and weapons so powerful that they didn't come from this world. Perhaps the ancient writers of the time were trying to make sense of a thunder and lightning storm, or maybe there was really something going on that was so out of this world, so epic, that it needed to be written about. 8. Picole's sarcophagus. Picole the Great was a well-known ruler of the city of Palenque in the 7th century. When he died, as was customary in the culture, he was buried in the Temple of Inscriptions and laid to rest in an intricate sarcophagus. This sarcophagus has become one of the biggest centerpieces of study for Mayan art, but it has also become one of the strongest pieces of evidence for alien existence. Believers hold that Picole is depicted as taking off in a spaceship holding the controls, with an oxygen tube in his mouth. 7. Puma Punku. The Puma Punku is located in the highlands of Bolivia and consists of the ruins of scattered giant blocks which are intricately carved with impressive designs. They are over 1,000 years old, so it's generally accepted that the tools, as we know them, to accomplish such craftsmanship didn't exist at the time. This leads alien theorists to believe that either the people responsible were given the tools and advised by aliens, or the aliens created the stones themselves with advanced techniques in engineering. 6. The Nazca lines. The Nazca lines are said to have been created by the Nazca people in Peru, who lived in the area from around 300 BC to 800 AD. These lines include designs of geometric shapes and animals. But the kicker here is that these designs can only be seen from the air. So, this begs the question, what were the lines used for? They were created long before the invention of aviation and there were no flying machines during ancient Mayan times. Perhaps, these lines were made for flying objects. Maybe even to guide them for landing? 5. The Sumerian civilization. The ancient Sumerians believed that their origin was an alien race called the Anunnaki, who came to Earth from the planets and stars so that they could mine for gold. According to Sumerian belief, the Anunnaki needed workers to help them mine for the precious metal, so the Sumerians were created to help achieve that task. One has to wonder what inspired this origin story for the ancient Sumerians. It is possible they had their own encounter to support their belief. 4. The Madonna with Saint Giovannino. This is perhaps one of the most famous pieces of art that supports the idea that aliens existed. The painting dates back to the 15th century and was painted by Domenico Ghirlandaio. In the painting we see the Virgin Mary and in the background we see a man looking up at the sky. He's looking at a flying object that looks strikingly similar to the UFO pictures we commonly see today. This begs the question as to whether Ghirlandaio was painting an extraordinary event, or something common to stargazers of the time. 3. The Moai of Easter Island. The Moai consist of 887 giant human figures with large heads that guard the coastline of Easter Island. These stones have been dated to be around 500 years old, weighing over 14 tons, and standing about 13 feet high. Given how heavy these objects are, their fine craftsmanship and strategic placement, historians are baffled as to how these great giants came into existence. Alien theorists believe that the ancient people who crafted these stones had help from alien life, or were perhaps even built by aliens themselves who wanted to leave their mark on Earth. 2. Stonehenge. Stonehenge has remained a mystery for thousands of years. Given the location of these massive stones, historians and engineers have been scratching their heads for years trying to figure out not only how these stones got to their place, but how the Neolithic people from 5,000 years ago knew where to place the rocks so that they were in a perfect, exacting alignment with the sun and moon. Wild theories have been bandied about for years, from the wizard Merlin placing the stones to aliens creating a landing pod. Alien enthusiasts and many conspiracy theorists believe that aliens aided the ancient people and educated them on astronomy to give man a better understanding of the universe around them. Update: as of September 2014, researchers at Birmingham University have revealed they've discovered another level to the mysterious structures, a whole underground network of shrines, ancient burial sites and ritual structures whose significance has yet to be uncovered. 1. The Bible. The Bible is, of course, one of the oldest texts in the world. While highly regarded for its religious content and spiritual guidance, scholars and researchers have attempted to verify its account of history and how it lines up with the timeline of the world. In the book of Ezekiel, the prophet describes a chariot in the sky with fire and lights, being driven by cherubs as if the chariot was gleaming metal. There is some similar evidence of UFO-type suggestions in the book of Revelation, Deuteronomy, Ephesians, and Isaiah as well. Are angels an alien life form? Religious people and cynics alike would likely balk at this idea, but many alien enthusiasts believe it.